Karen and Kevin with you, Baton Rouge's Morning News. President Obama is preparing to take executive action expanding the student loan program. Just exactly what that means, we're going to find out from financial strategist, co-founder of GuardVest, Steve Scanlon, who joins us now. Good morning to you, Steve.
Good morning. How are you? Hey,
we're doing great, and we all know how difficult it has become for students once they get out of school to pay back the loan. Talk a little bit, explain to us what it is the president is preparing to do.
Well, basically, the president's plan is threefold, as he outlined yesterday, and that is, one, to go to the pay-as-you-earn program, which is essentially the student pays no more than 10% of their income for their student loan payments. The second thing he wants to do is renegotiate with lenders like Sallie Mae and try to figure out how they can refinance some of this debt. And then the third thing is provide more education for borrowers, and those are sort of the three steps that the president laid out yesterday.
And I guess that's good. It doesn't do anything about the amount that's being borrowed, which is, I'm guessing, is going up and up and up every year, right, as the cost of college becomes more and more.
Yeah, I mean, the cost of college has tripled in the last 30 years.
There you go.
So you've got cheap credit, and you've got students borrowing more money than they ever have, and you've got a president that also says that as long as you've paid your bills, after 20 years, the debt is forgiven. And we all know that the debt may be forgiven for that individual, but the debt doesn't go away. Somebody's got to pay it.
Right. And who is that exactly?
Yeah,
and that's all of us, right?
And ironically, it'll actually be the students. Think about a student that graduates from college now at 22, 23 years old. By the time they get done, if they get that loan forgiven, they're going to be 43, 44. And so at that point, in my opinion, they're going to end up still paying that debt off. It's just not going to be marked as student loan debt. It's going to have to be taxed because it's going to still linger.
Right.
And now you've got a 44-year-old that's still got to pay a higher tax to get rid of the student loan debt that they borrowed.
Gosh. Well, Steve, you're a financial strategist. What needs to happen here?
Well, I think a couple things need to happen. The first thing is the real problem is why are college costs going up, so much, substantially higher than just about anything else. We've got to figure out what we can do to sort of quell that. The other thing I think we need to do is educate young people and their parents that are applying for student loans. I mean, my mother and I went through this extensively when I borrowed every dollar that I could, but I only borrowed enough money to pay for the necessary things I needed to do to fund college. I think what you have now is people that are just borrowing this money and not really understanding the obligation that sets forth for them later on in life.
Yeah. I agree with you, and those are some things that really need to be addressed. It's more than just helping on the side of getting the loans and paying it back. How about not having to take out the loan to begin with? Good advice. Financial strategist, co-founder of GuardVest, Steve Scanlon. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.